Hey guys, good afternoon. It's Tony. Sorry I didn't post a video earlier today in the morning. I've been extremely sick, as you guys know from my last video. I think I posted it like last Friday or something. And then I didn't run today in the morning because I didn't want to risk, going outside and running while I had you know, um, like a sore throat and everything, and also my wife didn't let me run. But if you guys saw my video from last Friday, you guys know that I was expecting this pretty big drop here from 404 down to 395. I actually think we're going to continue the drop down to 400 to 390, and I actually think this is the descent towards 374. So again, I do think we're headed back to like 375 SPY. In this video, I also got some, I'll go to my YouTube and I'll check, but I think I had people asking about, I know it was for Home Depot, I think it was for Apple and Coinbase and Netflix, I think. So I'll do all that in this video as well. Just to kind of give you guys a heads up with what's going on. These are my positions right now. I mean, I've been extremely short for a very long time. As some of you guys may know, I was kind of embarrassed to show this because I was actually negative six figures for about a week or so. This is my positions right now. Currently short Ethereum. Currently really short on, my martingale shorts are pretty heavy on SPY and the NASDAQ. I'm probably going to close these out sometime soon. Well, not soon. If we do go down to 390, I'll probably close them out. And then kind of wait and see where we go from there. But again, I do think I'm not going to do much TA. Today's range, I mean, there wasn't really any range today. It was really just a drop down, right? And I told you guys from here, I'm like, I think we're at the top. I would have been short. I would have, I just kept adding shorts, right? We kept coming up here, kept adding shorts, kept adding shorts, kept adding shorts. And your range was actually, I mean, if I had to pick a range, your range was, did we have a range? I mean, you have a full range technically from 404, right? From here all the way to here, right? That's technically your full range. And I mean, and like I told you guys before, anything above here, I would have been short. And I told you guys, I think in plenty my recent videos where I said, if it's back here at 404, I'd be shorting this whole thing, right? That's what I think. And then you also even have a minor trend that actually broke to the low end, right? So you actually do have this that ended up breaking to the bottom end here. So I mean, I could definitely see us doing something like this, like maybe going back up to here, back up to like here, and then you start your descent down, right? So that's what I think can happen. You don't have to do that because you actually do have, I mean, if you go on the daily, right? Let's go on the 16-hour to make it a little bit more clear for you guys. So you did break that minor trend, and then you do have a double top here, which usually I really like double tops. I don't trade candlestick patterns, but I like double tops when you actually have a lower high on the second top, right? So the first high, you have 4044.62. Second high is 4043.86. So usually when that happens, this is usually a confirmation on what is happening with the market, right? I would have easily taken this trade back here at this close of, this 8-hour close at 403. I would have taken this short 100%, and I did, right? I just kept adding it to shorts. Again, same thing. I would have shorted here again at the 16-hour close, right? And the daily, again, close another bear trigger, right? Your initial bear trigger was right here at 402.8. I would have added way more shorts there, right? On the hour, you do have a bull trigger closing in 14 minutes. So we'll see how strong these pushes are. I do want to keep a lookout. I'm really more concerned about this 4-hour trigger. I want to see what happens with this 4-hour, and I want to see how big the range is right now. But as of right now, I do think that we've started our descent back to 374, minimum 393, 390-ish. I think that's where I still think we're going to go back to this trend, and I think we're actually going to break this trend and go a lot lower, because this is actually something that I actually only showed my Patreon members. But or if you were a Patreon member, you have access to my indicators, right? What happened the last time we closed up a bear week, right? You would have taken this trade at 404. You would have written this all the way down minimum to like 350, man. You would have written this all the way down. This would have been an easy short here. And again, close the bull trigger, right? Red dot above zero, stochastic at lows, coming back up to highs. You would have taken this long at 376. You would have written up, almost 30 points to 405. it's easy, bro. It's easy with my indicators, right? And you get all this when you join the Patreon. And again, you're getting super close to closing another bear week on the SPY and SPX. And I do think you might close it next week. I do think there's a really good chance that by December 5th you might actually close a bear week, and you might start that really hard drop down back to 350. And as of right now, if we're looking at just projections of where we can actually go, you're looking at your next drop. You're looking for, I'll show you guys right now. Your next drop, you're looking at like 320-ish, right? Because you have a lot of market structure there. So you're looking at a 320 drop or so, right? Last time, right? The last time we hit that trend, you went down. Whoops, I don't want that. I actually want the trend extension. So you actually came all the way down, right? You ran up. Look at that. So you haven't even hit that target, right? So I do think that as of right now, our descent towards 340 is actually going to happen. You have a lot of market structure, visibly a lot of market structure at 320. So I'd say the next drop from here, we're actually going to 320, and I think that probably happens January, February or something. It's extremely likely at this point. If we close this bear week while we're still under this major trend, I think we're going down to 320, right? I'm going to go into HT a little bit. I do think HT has started our descent to the low end. You actually had just another bear day close here. I think minimum, I think you're going to see HT back at 288. I don't even need to do a lot of TA on this. Doesn't really matter. You didn't even break the highs of, what is this, on the week of August 15th. You didn't even break these highs of 333. Right? You rejected off this major resistance at 329. Yeah, this shit's going down. I would not be surprised to see this at 288 in the next month or so. So if you ask for a Home Depot, this thing's going back down to 288, more than likely back to 265 or lower. You're gonna be closing a bear week, possibly just like SPY in the next week or so, and you've been trading just sideways on this range. You're more than likely gonna get rejected here, and this is such an easy double top. Look at that. Again, same thing as SPY. Easy double top with your second top being a lower high. So extremely easy to short that all the way down. Month or two, I wouldn't be surprised. For Netflix, you actually did close a perfect entry on the week. So I'd be looking for nothing but shorts. Regardless of where the ticker is at right now, I'd probably short this all the way down to 250 or so within the next month or so. On the daily, you have been trading sideways on the daily, so it's kind of insane. For right now, though, I do think you're probably headed back to 250. It seems extremely likely that you'll go back to 250. Yeah. Especially with that close today. You actually closed today. Probably tomorrow, because you're trading based off of just market hours. So this opened at 10:30. This closed at 12:30, so 6:30, 7:30. So tomorrow around 8 o'clock in the morning, I'd probably take a short down to 250 for like a month out if you're playing puts or if you're just shorting the ticker by itself, right? So I'm basically think short everything, and I do think I think coin's headed to $20. I think I've gone over this plenty of times before. This is a very easy forecast, right? You get your fibs, you run down when it actually broke. Right, you're going from this low, you run it up to the high of this right here, this wick right there. You run it up, boom. Right, on the weekly, you already have a weak bear candle, right? A bear candle under that major support of $44, right? So I think you're going to $20 easy. When this hits, I don't know. I mean, you can probably see this hit in the next 2 months or so. I'd buy like 2-month outputs for $20 for Coinbase. And that's with me being completely bearish on crypto as well. I do think that Bitcoin and Ethereum are headed back down. Ethereum to like a $700-900, and Bitcoin down to like 12K, 14K. So I'm extremely bearish on everything right now. Especially also if we look at the DXY. DXY on the week, you're really looking to pump extremely hard here on the weekly. And again, double bottom. With the second bottom actually being a higher low. Let me see. Low 105.340, 105.320. This is actually not good. Your first low was 105.340. Second low is 105.321. So that's a little concerning because you actually have slightly lower, not that much, but you do have a slightly lower wick down, which does does push the sentiment of weakness on the dollar. But I do think that we're probably headed back to like a 110, like 110 to 110.5 DXY. Like I said, I'm not surprised. I'm expecting us to go back to up here to this level. So yeah, as of right now, extremely bearish on everything. I think the NASDAQ did already hit my target almost. I did say last week that we were going down to 11.5. Wouldn't be surprised if we're actually going to go down there. And again, let me do this. Right. Wait, do I have this thing here? Wait, I got to get rid of that. Right, look at that. I mean, you're getting extremely close to closing a bear week. And at that point, I am extremely bearish, 100%. You're hitting resistance off of this previous support, of this previous resistance over here, right? You're hitting stochastic resistance. Would not be surprised if this is the top and you start your descent down to like 10.8 on the NASDAQ. So with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I hope to be a lot better by tomorrow morning and actually get, what is it called? And actually put out a video for you guys, because, you know, I've been like I said, I've been super sick, and I really just don't want to make any videos right now because I'm so sick right now, man. Also, something else that I've been thinking about. I know I'm not one to actually do signal services, but I've been thinking about doing one just because I've been looking at these I've been looking at like the tickers on the Renko chart, and then also like my indicators, and man, these are nuts, man. Like, look at this 2-hour entry right here, right? 2-hour entry, you would have been in here, you would have gone out here, right? Perfect entry on the 2-hour, you would have gone in here, you would have gotten in at 376, you would have gotten out at the close of, right? Or at least hit your stop losses at 398. Right, look at this perfect entry here. This one would have sucked because it wouldn't have done anything. You would have probably been stopped out. But here, perfect entry, 379, exit at 390. Perfect entry in the 2-hour, right? 366, exit at 376, $10 exit, right? Entry here, 369. Exit somewhere around like 371 or so. So I mean, these entries are solid, man. Look at this bullish entry, 352. You would have gotten out on here. You would have gotten out at 367. Again, perfect entry. Right, that's another perfect entry. It's just insane, man. These push ups, these pushes up are insane. And then when you're in a bear cycle, again, bear cycle. Perfect entry on the bear trigger, 378. You would have written this all the way down to 363, man. These are insane, man. I'm probably not going to do signal services because I hate signal services. I hate that crap. It's just, you know, it's really simple. Join the Patreon and you guys get access to all of these things, man. It's just, you know, some of these things are actually, you know, it's just kind of ridiculous. You know, if you know what to look out for, you can really easily make a couple multiples in a couple days, man. And especially with, I'm not teaching martingale to anybody yet. On my forex, so that's what I trade. I trade a martingale strategy apart from my regular strategy. I'm not gonna teach that to anybody yet. It's a little bit dangerous if you haven't been trading for a while. But you know, with that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. I kind of rambled on there for a little bit. Just wanted to show off some stuff that, you know, if you join the Patreon. But if you want to join the Patreon, the link is in the description. If I don't add it there or in the comments, you can probably go a couple videos back and I'll add it there. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'm completely bearish on everything. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.